Hi guys, welcome back to today's session. Today we are going to discuss about motion of connected bodies. So in the morning session, previous video, we have learnt motion of bodies. Again we are going to learn about motion of bodies only, but they are connected together. Two bodies connected together. So what happens when two bodies are connected together? Okay, so in what are the places we are connecting the bodies? We are going to discuss in this class. Okay, so when two bodies are connected by strings, a force F will be applied on a body, and if we apply a force on a body after connecting the two bodies by a string, when objects are connected by string and a force F is applied on a body, we can apply force in any way, either in vertical direction or in horizontal direction or in an inclined plane. Automatically there will be a tension in the string. Okay. So if there is a tension in the string, automatically acceleration of the body will be affected, will be changed to certain extent. So when we connect two bodies by a string and when we apply force on a body, either in vertical direction or in horizontal direction or in an inclined plane, what happens? So the string will produce a tension. Okay, so that the string tension is produced, okay, and then the tension will change or affect the acceleration due to gravity. Yes, now, so we are going to discuss that. So here the two bodies are connected vertically by a string. So this is a string. So with the help of a string, we have connected two bodies. Now when we apply force, we can apply force vertically or horizontally or in an inclined plane, anyhow we can apply a force. So if we apply a force on this body, then the acceleration of the body will be varied. Okay. Now see, so in the objects we are connecting, okay, the objects vertically in a horizontal manner or in an inclined plane we have connected the objects. Okay. So if we apply force to these objects, we are applying force. So if we pull and release, okay. So if you apply a force to such bodies, so which are connected, a string and a body is connected. So in this case what will happen? The acceleration of the body will be varying, will be changed. Okay. Now we are going to calculate that acceleration. What acceleration is? Okay, the body possesses after applying external force. Okay, that's what we are going to discuss here. Now, so there are two types of motion we are going to discuss here. One is vertical motion and another one is horizontal motion. So first case 1, we have vertical motion. Now let us consider two blocks. So one is block M1 and another one is block M2. This is block M1 and this is block M2. Let us consider two blocks M1 and M2 connected by a string. So this is a string. Okay. So we have connected two bodies by a string and the string passes over a pulley. So this is called pulley. Okay. So now we have two bodies. So two bodies, one is M1 and another one is M2. These two blocks or bodies are connected by a string. So this is a string. Okay. So this is a string. So we are connecting two bodies by a string. This is block M1, this is block M2. So these two bodies are connected by a string and the string passes over a pulley. So this is called pulley. Okay. Now what happens? The acceleration of the body will be varied if we apply force. Okay. Now force is applied. So here automatically gravitational force will be acting on a body. Okay. So if force is applied externally, what happens? Okay. So the body's acceleration is varying. Since here the two blocks M1 and M2 are connected by the same string, only one string. Okay. So we have taken a string or a wire, okay, or a thread. Okay. In one end of the thread we have connected M2 mass, in the other end of the thread we have connected M1 mass. So both the blocks are connected by a same string. Therefore tension in the string will be the same, T will be the same. Okay. Since both the blocks are connected by same string, tension remains same. Okay. And acceleration is also the same. Okay. So what is same? When two blocks are connected by the same string, tension T is same in both the strings. So here in both the ends, here tension T, even in this end the tension is T. And acceleration A, here is also acceleration A. Acceleration remains same, but the direction of acceleration alone varies. Here we are taking mass m1 is greater than mass m2. Okay, so we are assuming m1 is greater than m2. So if we assume m1 is greater than m2, the mass m1 will be moved down because m1 is greater. Okay, and m2 will move up. So the acceleration A here will be acting in downward direction because m1 is moving in the downward direction and m2 moves up. Therefore acceleration here will be in the upward direction, but acceleration is same. Okay, in both the ends, both the sides, both the arms, okay, acceleration will be the same A, but direction alone differs. But tension in the same direction only. Okay, so tension acting in both the ends of the string is the same, that is T, acting in the upward direction. But m1 is greater than m2, therefore acceleration in this string will be acting in downward direction, whereas acceleration in this string will be acting in the upward direction. Clear? Okay, so we are discussing vertical motion. We are having two blocks of masses m1 and m2. Both the blocks are connected by light string. The string should not be heavy, okay, and connected by a inextensible string. Okay, so it should not extend after connecting a mass. Inextensible string passes over the pulley. Yes, clear? So two strings, what can you say about the string? String is light, okay, and inextensible. Okay, it should not be elastic. The string should not be elastic. Okay, inextensible string or thread. Clear? So two masses are attached to that. Mass m1 is heavier, that is m1 is greater than m2. So the m1 pulls the block in the downward direction. Okay, it is moved down because it is heavier. m2 moves up. Clear? Okay, now so here we are going to draw free body diagram for both the masses m1 and m2. Yes, clear? Now, so how to draw the free body diagram for both the masses? So first free body diagram for mass m1. So what is the free body diagram for mass m1? See here. So this is mass m1. So what is acting here? m1g acting in the downward direction. Okay, another force, tension, acting in the upward direction. There are two forces acting for the mass m1. Okay, so this is mass m1. See, this is mass m1. Two forces are acting. One is acceleration due to gravity, m1g, that is due to gravity. Okay, so acting in this downward direction, force due to gravity. Then another one is tension, which is acting in the upward direction. This is tension T. Okay, and acceleration acting in the downward direction because m1 moves down. Clear? So this is the free body diagram for mass m1. Are you all clear? Okay, so mass m1 is acting in the downward direction. Okay, therefore m1g is a force. Force is acting in the downward direction. And T, tension acting in the upward direction. And acceleration also acting in, A is also acting in the downward direction. So this is a free body diagram for mass m1. Then for mass m2, this is mass m2. Okay, how to draw free body diagram? m2g acting in the downward direction. So this is m2g. Compared to m1g, m2g length should be smaller because m2 is less. Okay, m1 is greater, m2 is lesser. Okay, therefore the length of m2g should be less than m1g. Keep it in mind. Okay, now tension is acting in the upward direction. This is tension. Okay, so this is mass m2. Acceleration is acting in the upward direction here. So this is a free body diagram for mass m2. Are you all clear? So what are the forces acting? One is m1g, another one is tension. That's all. Acceleration and m1 you should represent. The here m2g and the tension. Acceleration is upward here and m2. That's all. Okay. Now that's all about free body diagram for mass m1 and m2. See, free body diagram for mass m1, m1g acting in the downward direction, tension acting in the upward direction. Okay, so for mass m1, acceleration is acting in the downward direction. Yes? For mass m1, acceleration is acting in the downward direction. For mass m2, acceleration is acting in the upward direction. Yes, clear? Now, so suitable inertial coordinate system is chosen. So this is inertial coordinate system. Now, shall we apply the Newton's second law for mass m2? First for mass m2. So applying Newton's second law for mass m2. Apply. How to apply the Newton's second law? Left side net force, right side mass into acceleration. Yes, apply now. Left side net force. What is the force? m2g in the downward direction. Therefore, here the unit vector is minus j cap. Yes, what's the unit vector acting in the downward direction? It is minus j cap. So m2g into minus j cap. Okay, so minus m2g j cap. Yes, tension is acting in the upward direction. This is positive y direction. Okay, what is the unit vector acting in this direction? J cap. So this is the unit vector acting along y direction. So now applying, okay, so how to write the vector? T into j cap. So what's the force now? So T j cap in the upward direction minus m2g j cap in the downward direction. So this is the net force in the, okay, acting on a block of mass m2. Yes, clear? So m2g acting in downward direction, therefore minus j cap. Tension acting in upward direction, so plus j cap. So T j cap minus m2g j cap. This is a net force acting on the block of mass m2. So this should be taken in the left hand side of the equation. This is equal to mass into acceleration in the right hand side. Okay, what is mass here? Mass is m2 into acceleration. So in what direction acceleration is acting for m2? It is in the upward direction. Okay, so upward direction means positive y axis. So m2 a j cap. Clear? Okay, mass into acceleration m2 a. Vector notation, okay, j cap. Okay, so m2 a j cap. Yes, clear? So left side net force, right side mass into acceleration. Are you all clear? So let me say again, m2g acting in downward direction. So m2g into unit vector acting in this direction. So m2g into minus j cap. Then t j cap acting in upward direction. So t into j cap. So t j cap positive, m2g j cap negative. Therefore t j cap minus m2g j cap equal to mass is m2, acceleration upward direction. Therefore a j cap. m2 a j cap. Okay, now so comparing the components on both the sides. So what will you get? T minus m2g equal to m2a. So comparing the components on both the sides, you get T minus m2g equal to m2a. So first equation over. Okay. Yes, see. Now what is the equation? T minus m2gj equal to m2aj cap. So comparing the components, we get T minus m2g equal to m2a. Let us take this as first equation. Clear? Now, so applying, okay, so Newton's second law for the mass m1 now. So we are applying Newton's second law for mass m1. Apply. So mass m1, this is mass m1. Okay, so what is the force acting in the downward direction? The force acting in the downward direction is m1g due to gravity. So what is the unit vector here? So the unit vector acting here in this direction is, so what's the unit vector here? Minus j cap, and here plus j cap. Okay, now applying, okay, so Newton's second law for the mass m1. So m1g minus j cap. Okay, so m1g minus j cap, that is j cap, I am writing minus here. m1g minus j cap. Then t j cap in the upward direction. So t j cap minus m1g j cap equal to, here in this case m1 is mass moving in the downward direction, m2 is mass moving in the upward direction. Okay, so what is the acceleration now? Downward direction. Acceleration is in downward direction here. So minus m1 a j cap. Clear? So minus m1 a j cap. So this is acting in downward direction. Okay, so m1 is pulled down, so m1 is acting in downward direction, so acceleration is in the downward direction, so m1 minus m1 a j cap. Clear? So last case m2 acceleration was in the upward direction, therefore we have taken m2a plus j cap. Here m1a minus j cap, because acceleration is acting in downward direction. Yes, clear? Now comparing the components, what will you get? Tj, comparing the components, T minus m1g equal to minus m1a. Comparing the components now. So leave j cap. So leave j cap and write. So if you compare the components, leaving j cap, I am writing T minus m1g equal to minus m1a. I am changing the sign completely. Okay. So throughout you multiply by negative sign. So what will happen? So m1g becomes positive, T becomes negative, m1g becomes positive, throughout I am multiplying by negative sign. Okay. So m1g positive, T is negative, minus m1a becomes plus m1a equal to plus m1a. Clear? So I have multiplied throughout by negative sign. So m1g minus T equal to m1a. Yes, clear? So this is the second equation. So what is first equation? T minus m2g equal to m2a. What is second equation? m1g minus T equal to m1a. Now we are going to solve these two equations. So here plus T we have, here minus T we have. So T will get cancelled. Okay. So after cancelling T, so what equation we have got? What's the rest we have? Yes. Now what is first equation? First equation is T minus m2g equal to m2a. What is second equation? m1g minus T equal to m1a. Now adding these two equations, add 1 and 2. So when you add 1 and 2, what will happen? So if you add these two, what will happen? This minus plus T and minus T will get cancelled. Okay, left side what do you have? Here plus m1g, here minus m2g. So minus m2g equal to, here both are plus only, so m1a plus m2a. Yes, clear? Now taking g as common here. So if you take g as common, we get m1 minus m2. Here if you take a as common, we get m1 plus m2. Clear? So solving these two equation, T வந்து இங்க plus T minus T cancel பண்ணிடு, இருக்கிற term அப்படியே எழுதியாச்சு. ஓகே, இங்க m1g இருக்கு, இங்க minus m2g இருக்கு, இங்க m1a இருக்கு, இங்க plus m2a இருக்கு, அப்படியே எழுதியாச்சு. இங்க g யை காமனா எடுத்தாச்சு, இங்க a யை காமனா எடுத்தாச்சு. நமக்கு என்ன தேவை? நம்ம கண்டுபிடிக்க வேண்டியது ஆக்ஸலரேஷன். ஸோ a வந்து கண்டுபிடிக்கணும். ஸோ calculate a equal to, what do we have here? m1 minus m2, okay, into g divided by there m1 plus m2. Bring m1 plus m2 to the denominator. We are bringing m1 plus m2 here. So what happens? A equal to m1 minus m2 by m1 plus m2 into g. So this is the expression for acceleration. So what did we get for acceleration? Acceleration A equal to m1 minus m2 by m1 plus m2 into g. So this is the expression for acceleration. Clear? Okay. So both the strings, in both the sides of the string, the same acceleration is acting. That acceleration is A. The value of acceleration A is m1 minus m2 by m1 plus m2 into g. Suppose if the masses are equal, okay, if the masses are equal, if m1 equal to m2, okay, if m1 equal to m2, what will happen? Substitute m1 equal to m2 here. So m1 minus, instead of m2, substituting m1 itself, because m1 and m2 are equal. I am substituting m2 as m1. Appa m1 minus m1 becomes 0. So 0 by anything is 0. So acceleration becomes 0. So acceleration A becomes 0. Eppa? When m1 equal to m2. Okay, when m1 is equal to m2, then acceleration becomes 0. That means the system is at rest. Okay, m1 and m2 both are balanced. Right side we have got m1, left side we have got m2. Both the weights are equal, then it will be balanced. It will neither move down nor move up. Okay. So, there will be no motion at all. So, both the objects will be at rest. Okay. So, acceleration becomes 0 means object will be at rest. Yes, clear? No velocity at all. So, if m1 equal to m2, clear? Okay. So, we have derived the expression for acceleration. So, what is acceleration? A into A equal to m1 minus m2 by m1 plus m2 into g. So, this is expression for acceleration. If the masses are equal, acceleration becomes 0. Clear? Then, so what we have to calculate then? Next we have to calculate tension in the string. Acceleration we have calculated. Okay. Next we have to calculate tension in the string. So, we have got two equations, first equation and second equation. Okay. So, you can substitute acceleration, calculated acceleration either in first equation or in second equation. Okay. Substitute in any one of the equation and calculate tension. That is all. Okay. Very simple. So, acceleration we have calculated. So, substitute acceleration A equal to m1 minus m2 by m1 plus m2 into g in any one of the equation. I have taken this equation, that is all. Okay. You can take any one of the equation, first or second. So, t minus m2g equal to m2a. So, instead of this a, okay. So, what we have to substitute? So, instead of this a value, so you have to substitute this. Yes, substitute now. So, t minus m2g, t minus m2g equal to m2 into, instead of a, substitute m1 minus m2 by m1 plus m2 into g. Yes, clear? So, in this first term we have got m2g. In second term also we have got m2g. In both the terms we have got m2g. So, take m2g as common. Yes. So, now I have taken m2g as common here. Okay. So, what is left in first term? First term only m2g we have got. இதை அப்படியே காமன் எடுத்தாச்சு. அப்போ மிச்சம் இருக்கிறது ஒன்று தான். சரியா? 1 ப்ளஸ் இங்கே m2வும் gயும் காமன் எடுத்தாச்சு. மிச்சம் என்ன இருக்கு? m1 minus m2 by m1 plus m2. சரியா? சப்ஸ்டிட் பண்ணிக்கோ அதை. Okay. So, m2g is taken as common. So, write the remaining 1 plus m1 minus m2 by m1 plus m2. Now, here you are taking LCM. Okay. Take LCM. So, m2g is out. Take LCM. So, cross multiplication 1 into m1 plus m2. So, m1 into 1 is m1, m2 into 1 is m2. So, m1 plus m2. Here what do you have? As such you write plus m1 minus m2. I have taken LCM here. Okay. So, take LCM. So, m1 into 1 is 1 into, okay, m1 plus m2, okay, cross multiplication. At the plus m1 minus m2 divided by m1 plus m2, whole divided by m1 plus m2. So, I have taken LCM. So, now this plus m1, this minus m1 gets cancelled. Sorry. What is cancelling? m2 is cancelling, correct? So, clearly we will do here. So, here take LCM. So, m2g is out. So, take LCM m1 plus m2 then plus m1 minus m2 divided by, so what is left? m1 plus m2 in denominator. Now, what is getting cancelled? m2 is getting cancelled plus m2 minus m2. So, what is left? m1 here m1. So, 2m1, m1 plus m1 is 2m1. So, outside we have got m2, here we are getting 2m1. So, 2m1 m2g by m1 plus m2. So, 2m1 m2g by m1 plus m2. Is clear? So, this is the expression for tension. Acceleration we have calculated, that acceleration is substituted in any one of the tension equation, any one of the first equation or second equation, and calculating tension. So, tension is 2m1 m2 by m1 plus m2 into g. That is all. So, we have calculated the expression for tension. Yes. So, we know the acceleration expression and we know tension expression. Okay. So, this equation A equal to m1 minus m2 by m1 plus m2 into g is the magnitude of acceleration. This is not in vector form. Okay. So, this is called magnitude of acceleration. Okay. So, if you want to write it in vector form, so how will you write? Acceleration A vector equal to minus m1 minus m2 by m1 plus m2 into gj cap for mass m1. For the case of mass m1, you should write minus sign. Minus sign. Because m1 is acting in downward direction. Okay. So, for the case of the mass m1, include negative sign. For the case of mass m2, need not write negative sign because m2 is acting up, m2 is moving up, m1 is moving down. Yes, clear? So, since the mass m1 is moving down, we are including negative sign. Mass m2 is moving up, here positive sign. So, whenever you write vector notation, you should include negative sign. So, write negative sign here. Okay? Yes, clear? So, this is magnitude, this is direction. Yes? That is all about acceleration. Yes? Did you all understand? So, we have completed the first part, vertical motion over. Now, second case, we have got horizontal motion. Here in this case, mass m2 is placed on the table. Okay. Mass m1 is suspended. Okay. m1 and m2 are connected. These are also connected. Okay. So, connected mass only, but mass m2 moving in the horizontal direction, whereas mass m1 moving in the vertical direction. So, these two masses are connected by a string, and the string passes over a pulley. This is a pulley. String is passing over the pulley. Yes, clear? So, here also the masses are connected by a string, but one mass m2 which is placed on the table. The table is smooth, frictionless table. Okay, the mass m2 is moving on the table. Another mass m1 is hanging. Okay, from the through the pulley. Okay, with the help of a string passing over the pulley. Yes, clear? So, these are also connected mass. So, this is horizontal motion. So, the mass m2 is moving horizontally. So, horizontal motion. So, here we are going to discuss the so how to find the acceleration and how to find the tension. Yes? Now, see, we must draw the free body diagram. So, how to draw free body diagram? So, here both the blocks m1 and m2 are connected by inextensible, that is unstretchable, inextensible string, that is inelastic string. So, they are connected. Okay. So, the mass m2 is moving in the horizontal direction with the acceleration a, whereas the mass m1 passes over the pulley and it is moving with the acceleration a. Yes, clear? Okay. Now, so what are the forces are acting on mass m2 and what are the forces are acting on mass m1? We must check it. So, what are the forces are acting on mass m2? m2 is on the table, m1 is hanging. Okay. So, first we are dealing what are the forces are acting on mass m2. So, whenever a mass is placed, automatically you know two forces will be there. One is acceleration due, that is force due to gravity which is acting in the downward direction. Another force is normal force which is acting in the upward direction. So, m2g due to gravity acting in the downward direction. Normal force n acting in the upward direction. Third one is tensional force, tension, the force due to tension which is pulling the mass m2, the thread, inextensible string connected to the mass, pulling the mass. So, tension in the string. So, in what direction the tension is acting? See. So, the string is pulling the mass here. So, what direction it is pulled? In this direction, horizontal direction. Okay. So, this is the direction along which tension is acting. So, that is positive x axis, along positive x axis. So, what are the forces acting now? m2g acting in downward direction and tension acting in upward direction, normal acting in upward direction, tension acting in the horizontal direction, that is along the positive x direction. Yes, clear? So, now draw free body diagram. How will you draw free body diagram? So, this is the mass m2, m2g acting in the downward direction, normal acting in the upward direction, tension acting along positive x direction. See right now. So, the three forces you are going to write here. Downward gravitational force m2g acting in the downward direction. So, downward gravitational force m2g, upward normal force n. Okay, the normal force is exerted by the surface. Then horizontal tension T exerted by the string. So, tension in the horizontal direction exerted by the string. இது எது கொடுக்குது? String. இது gravity நால. இது வந்து gravity நால. இது டேபிள்னால, இது ஸ்ட்ரிங்கால. Yes, so m2g downward due to gravity, n normal force upward due to surface, okay, table, and tension T due to string. Yes, clear? Three forces are acting on mass m2, that's all. Now come to next one. Okay, now the forces acting on mass m1. What are the forces are acting on mass m1? As usual, m1g acting in the downward direction. Here there is no, the m1 is hanging from a string. Okay, so with the help of a string, m1 is hanging. So m1 is not placed on the table to get the normal force. Okay, here no normal force. Instead, the tension force is acting in the upward direction. Is clear? m1g due to gravity acting in downward direction, then tension acting in upward direction. There are two forces only. Okay, m1g and tension. Yes, clear? So this is the forces acting on mass m1. Yes, now as usual we must write the, okay, so we must apply Newton's second law for mass m1 as well as for mass m2. Yes, applying Newton's second law for mass m1. Apply for mass m1. Apply Newton's second law. How to apply? Okay, T, that is tension in the upward direction. Tension in the upward direction. Here we have J cap, okay, along y direction, and here we have minus J cap in the downward direction. Yes, clear? Now apply. So tension T J cap minus m1g into J cap equal to, okay, so mass m1. In what direction this mass is acting? For the case of mass which is suspended, this is acting along y direction. Okay, so A acceleration here acting along negative y direction, therefore minus J cap. m1 is pulled down, it is suspended by a string. Okay, so this acceleration is acting in the downward direction, that is along negative y direction, therefore m1a minus J cap. Let's write the, shall we write the equation? T J cap minus m1g J cap equal to minus m1a J cap. Clear? So what's the equation? Applying Newton's second law for the mass m1, T J cap minus m1g J cap equal to minus m1a J cap. As usual, comparing the components. So when you compare the components, cut J, T minus m1g equal to minus m1a. That's all. So we have applied Newton's second law for the mass m1. Clear? Then next we have applying Newton's second law for mass m2. Yes, so how to apply m2g? So this is along negative y direction, therefore minus J cap, then normal along positive y direction plus J cap, and tension along horizontal direction. Tension is acting along the horizontal direction. Okay, so horizontal direction, what is the plus I cap. Positive x axis, horizontal direction means plus I cap. Yes, clear? Now, so for this case, we must deal both x axis, x direction as well as y direction. Okay, in y direction we have got two forces. One is m2g, another one is n. Along the x direction we have got tensional force. So along y direction also we must apply Newton's second law. Along x direction also we must apply Newton's second law. So first let us apply for x direction. So x direction we have got only one force, tensional force. Okay, so what's the tensional force? T I cap, that's all. So what is the acceleration? How the mass is moving? Mass m2 is on the table. Mass m2 is kept on the table. Mass m2 moves horizontally. Okay, so what is the acceleration? A. In which direction it is moving? It is along positive x axis. So positive x axis means I cap. Is clear? So m2 a I cap. Seriya? So now write what is the equation? So if you write the equation for this, okay, what will happen? So T, okay, so tension T I cap. So T I cap, only one force, that's all. Left side, right side, what do you have? Mass into acceleration. Mass is m2, acceleration is a. This is moving along positive x axis, so I cap. Yes, clear? So T I cap equal to M2A I cap. Now comparing the components as usual. So compare the component, I cancelled. So what did you get? T equal to M2A. That's all. T equal to M2A. See, T equal to M2A. What direction this is? Along x direction. Yes. Now we have to apply for y direction. Okay. So y direction, what force is acting? N. Normal force. N j cap. Okay. Upward. So positive. Here downward M2G. So negative. M2G j cap minus M2G j cap. So apply now for y direction. So if you apply for y direction, what will happen? So N j cap, then so M2G j cap, but minus negative direction. So N j cap. So now apply for y direction, N j cap minus M2G j cap, okay, equal to, okay, here. So the mass M2 is kept on the table. Okay, M2, this is mass M2. M2 is kept on the table. So here we have pulley. Okay, so the pulley, the wire, the string passes over the pulley. Okay, so here is tension acting. The mass M2 is pulled only in the horizontal direction. The mass M2 can move only along the x direction. It cannot move up. M2 can never move up. So it can move only in the horizontal direction. Therefore, acceleration along y direction is 0. Since the body is not moving along y direction, acceleration along the y direction is 0. Therefore, right side, mass M2 into acceleration is 0 because body is not moving along y direction. Okay, so the mass M2 is not moving along y direction, it is moving only along x direction. Since it is moving along x direction and not moving along y direction, acceleration becomes 0 along y direction. So 0. So what is the equation now? N j cap minus M2 G j cap equal to 0. So comparing the component, M minus M2G equal to 0. From this, N equal to M2G. Is clear? So normal force and M2G are equal. Okay, already I told when the body is at rest, that is y direction, it is not moving. As far as y direction is concerned, the body is at rest only. So when the body is at rest, N and M2G will be equal. Yes, clear? So already we know. Okay, this. Okay. So that's all about along x direction and y direction. Yes, clear? Now, yes, see, now, so T equal to M2A we have derived already. Okay, then T minus M1G equal to M1A we know, this equation we know. Now we are going to substitute T equal to M2A in this equation. Substituting T equal to M2A in this equation, T minus M1G equal to minus M1A. Substitute now. So T M2A substitute பண்ணிக்கலாமா? So T की बदला, okay, M2A, T की बदला substitute பண்ணி பார்க்கலாங்க. T की बदला M2A minus M1G equal to minus M1A. Now, so A எல்லாம் ஒரு பக்கம் கொண்டு வந்துடலாமா? இந்த A term வந்து left side கொண்டு வந்துரு. M2A plus M1A equal to M1G. Okay, இது ரெண்டுத்துல A காமன் எடுத்துக்கலாமா? So அப்ப A என்ன ஆகும்? A காமன் எடுத்தா A காமன் எடுத்தா M1 plus M2 equal to M1G ன்னு வரும். நம்ம என்ன கண்டுபிடிக்க போறோம்? A தான் கண்டுபிடிக்க போறோம். A left side வச்சுக்கோ. M1 plus M2 இந்த சைடு கொண்டு வந்துரு. So அப்ப என்ன ஆகும்? M1 by M1 plus M2 into G. இதானது acceleration. So this is the expression for acceleration. So we have calculated the expression for acceleration A. Then substitute the acceleration A in again T equal to M2A in order to calculate tension. Okay, so acceleration calculate பண்ணியாச்சு. இதை எதில் வந்து substitute பண்ண போற? இந்த tension equationல substitute பண்ணி tension calculate பண்ணிக்கலாம். Yes, so now substitute A in T equal to M2A. Substitute பண்ணு. அப்ப T equal to M2 into A. M2 into A की बदला M1 by M1 plus M2 into G. Okay, so T instead of A I am substituting, what I am substituting? M1 by M1 plus M2 into G. So we are getting tension expression this. That's all. So we have got the expression for acceleration, we got the expression for tension. Yes, hope you all understood. Yes, now. So comparing motion in both the cases, we have dealt two cases. One is horizontal case and another one is vertical case. So two cases we have discussed here. Okay, in both the cases, tension in the string we have calculated. So what is the tension here? See, here tension is M1 M2 by M1 plus M2 into G. This is for vertical case. Now horizontal case this is. Now vertical case, what did we derive? Already we have derived tension. So what did we derive? Tension equal to, see, 2 M1 M2 by M1 plus M2 into G. This is 2 into M1 M2 by M1 plus M2 into G. This is for vertical case. Horizontal case, 2 was missing. For horizontal case, okay, what was the expression? Tension equal to M1 M2 by M1 plus M2 into G. So this is for horizontal case. This is for vertical case. Okay, அப்ப vertical caseல tension எப்படி இருக்குனா twice horizontal case இருக்கு. This is vertical. Tension in the vertical direction. This is tension in horizontal direction. So tension in vertical direction is twice tension in horizontal direction. This is what we infer. Okay, நல்லா ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கணும். Tension in vertical direction equal to twice tension in horizontal direction. This finds application in everyday life. இந்த கான்செப்ட் தான் நம்ம என்ன பண்றோம்? everyday lifeல யூஸ் பண்றோம். எதில் யூஸ் பண்ணுறோம்? கன்வேயர் பெல்ட்லாம் பார்த்துருப்பீங்க. ஓகே, ஸோ கன்வேயர் பெல்ட் ஏர்போர்ட்லலாம் வெயிட் வந்து நம்ம வந்து தூக்கிட்டு வந்த லக்கேஜ் இருக்குல்ல, லக்கேஜ்லாம் கன்வேயர் பெல்ட்டில் வரும், சர்னு வரும். நம்ம போய் அங்கே நின்றுக்கணும், நம்ம பேக் வந்தோன்னா பிடிச்சி இழுத்துக்கலாம். ஓகே, அந்த மாதிரி இருக்கும். அதான் கன்வேயர் பெல்ட் இல்லை, அதை மாதிரி. ஸோ அதில் வந்து ஹரிசான்டல் டைரக்ஷனில் இருக்குது மோஷன். ஓகே, ஆப்ஜெக்ட் வந்து மூவ் ஆகுது இப்படி இருக்குது ஹரிசான்டல் டைரக்ஷனில். இதுவே கிரெயின்ஸ்லாம் எப்படி இருக்குது? வெர்டிக்கல் டைரக்ஷனில் அது பிடிச்சி இழுக்கணும் ஆப்ஜெக்ட்ஸை. ஓகே, அப்போ வெர்டிக்கல் டைரக்ஷனில் உள்ள வயரோட டென்ஷன் எவ்வளோ இருக்குன்னா 2 times டென்ஷன் இன் தி வயர். ஓகே, டென்ஷன் இன் த வயர். ஓகே, 2 times டென்ஷன். வெர்டிக்கல் டைரக்ஷனில் டென்ஷன் அதிகமாகவும் ஹரிசான்டல் டைரக்ஷனில் டென்ஷன் வந்து கம்மியாகவும் இருக்குது. அதனால ஓகே, ஸோ ஒரே ரோ பண்ணி ஹரிசான்டல் மோஷனுக்கும் வெர்டிக்கல் மோஷனுக்கும் யூஸ் பண்ணால் வெர்டிக்கல் மோஷனுக்கு யூஸ் பண்ணுற வயர் வந்து சீக்கிரம் வந்து பிரேக் ஆகிடும். ஏன்னா அதில் டென்ஷன் அதிகமாக இருக்குது, ட்வைஸ் த டென்ஷன் in the horizontal direction. அப்போ ஒரே வயரை ஒரே ரோப்பை ஓகே ஹரிசான்டல் மோஷன் வெர்டிக்கல் மோஷன் ரெண்டுத்துக்கு யூஸ் பண்ணினா ஓகே எது சீக்கிரம் அறுந்து விழுந்துரும்? வெர்டிக்கல் மோஷன் கிரெயின்ஸில் லிஃப்ட்ஸில் அந்த மாதிரி வெர்டிக்கலாக வந்து பாடியை லிஃப்ட் பண்ணுற இடத்துல வந்து நீ ரோப் யூஸ் பண்ணும்போது சீக்கிரம் அது வந்து அறுந்துரும். எஸ், திஸ் இஸ் வாட் திஸ் இஸ் கன்வேயிங். ஓகே, ஸோ இப்போ இதுலேருந்து நம்ம என்ன இன்ஃபர் பண்ணுறோம்? ஸோ வெர்டிக்கல் டைரக்ஷனில் மோஷனில் டென்ஷன் வந்து அதிகமாக இருக்குது, அதனால வயர் வந்து சீக்கிரம் கெட்டு போயிடுது. ஓகே, அறுந்து போயிடுது. ஹரிசான்டல் டைரக்ஷனில் வயர் வந்து அறுந்து போகலை. திஸ் இஸ் வாட் வி இன்ஃபர் ஃப்ரம் திஸ். ஓகே, இது வந்து நமக்கு வந்து இட் இஸ் டீச்சிங் அஸ். ஸோ எப்படி வந்து ரோப் வந்து வெர்டிக்கல் மோஷனுக்கு எடுத்துக்கணும், எப்படி ஹரிசான்டல் மோஷனுக்கு எடுத்துக்கணும்ட்டு. எஸ், ஆர் யூ ஆல் கிளியர்? So both the questions I dealt. Okay, this session is getting over by this. Okay, so Savitri signing off. Hope you all understood. Yes, please don't forget to share, view and subscribe. Yes, thank you. Bye.